Hiya, this is Grass Chopper. It's a new incremental game about cutting grass, of all things. But trust me, this is not as boring as cutting real grass. It's pretty fun. I'm going to take you through this demo that's currently out. You can check it out for yourselves if you like. It's on Steam. It takes around an hour and a half to complete, but I'll show you what it's like in under 10 minutes. So we start off with a simple scythe, and this little shopkeeper fellow has given us a quest to get 10 seeds by cutting his grass. So he's just hired us to cut his grass for him. Excellent. Name of the game. And that's exactly what we're here to do. As you can see here, we're just attacking some grass with our scythe and some seeds, and a little bit of money's popping out. Once we've collected our 10 seeds, we can move on back over to the shopkeeper over there and hand in our 10 seeds that we just collected. And then for those seeds, he gives us gold. So it's 1 to 1, 1 seed is 1 gold. And then we move on to buying skills. And coincidentally, the first skill that we need costs 10 gold. And we just got that. So let's buy this first skill. It's called Grass Knowledge, and it essentially just doubles our profits. It means we get 2 seeds now for each bit of grass we chop. Buying this skill causes our skill tree to grow and unlocks our next goal. We can now buy the scythe upgrade once we have enough money. So we go and chop some grass to get some seeds to sell. As we sell the seeds to this fella here, he decides he wants to give us a free ability, which is very kind of him. We can now dash, so we can move around a bit faster with that. We can now buy the scythe upgrade, so we do more damage to grass and grow our skill tree out a little bit more as well. Then it's back to do a little bit more grinding, chopping some grass down, getting some money, some seeds. You also get these little trinkets and other weed items that drop from the grass that sell for more money, which is pretty nice. So now we're just going to upgrade the scythe a little bit more so it does more damage to the grass, upgrade our backpack so we can hold more things, and upgrade our cutting speed so we chop down this grass a bit faster here, as you can see. So now we're getting through this grass pretty quickly. We move on to seeing this no oxygen sign. So once you get through into this long grassy area, you have a reserve of oxygen, like a tank on your back. This tank will slowly deplete over time while you're in the long grass until you die, or just get out of the grassy area. If you just leave it, it will fill back up and then you can go back in. Or when you save up enough pennies, you can buy this oxygen sack, which lets you stay in there for longer because your oxygen tank is a little bit larger, so it goes down a bit slower. So we're going to upgrade that so we can progress through this tall grass area a little bit better. While you're in this oxygen depleting tall grass, there's some odd looking blades of grass here themselves, that when you cut them down, they give you a little bit of extra oxygen, just as a little bit of relief so you can actually stay in the area a little bit longer when you do chop them down. Once you get far enough in the tall grass, you'll start hearing some weird noises. Before we move on, let's just take a moment to appreciate how satisfying it is when you've got a full inventory and you sell it all to the shop. Oh yeah, that's the stuff. Just looking back at the footage here, longer blade seems to be on here twice as 2 separate nodes there. So maybe we'll just get extra damage on those 2 for that. And here's a quick clip of me being too greedy and dying. So this is what happens, you lose everything that's on you and you lose a little bit of extra money that you had in the bank there. All the grass regrows, but because at this point you'll have a bunch of upgrades, you can chop through it so quickly. It's actually really nice to die sometimes and just do this. You get quite a bit of money from it too. So now I'm just upgrading my scythe a little bit more so it does more damage, and now we also have critical hits. So sometimes we can just one tap a blade of grass and it's very nice when it happens. It makes a very nice sound. Once you're upgraded enough and you can make your way through the tall grass with some oxygen to spare, you'll find this very large grass monster, which was the fella making all the noises earlier that we heard. And essentially now we just need to have enough reserves in our oxygen tank to be able to make it all the way through the grass to get to him and to fight him. Once you get close enough to him, you'll see a health bar pop up and you just need to kill him essentially. It's as easy as that. Just make sure you don't die yourself, because your oxygen will be running out as you fight him. Once you get his health down to around half HP, he's going to fight back. And you do not want to get caught up in all of that grass there. Once you've made your way back through all the grass that the boss had spawned, you can kill the boss, and then we get a new charge from that, which allows you to dash an extra time. All the grass previously that would deplete our oxygen is gone, so you can run through there no problem. we unlock a new area, and we can also buy a farm. So this is the new yellow grassy area here, and it's a lot tougher than the previous grass, so we don't do as much damage to it as the other one. So we're going to have to farm a little bit, get some coins and some seeds saved up, get some little trinkets from the grass, make as much money as we can, and upgrade our scythe a little bit more. And this is where the shopkeeper fella tells us about the scarecrows. And we need to buy this boomerang blade. It costs 10,000, I believe, so we need to buy that so we can kill the scarecrows, because as we've seen earlier, there was this weird yellow hazy patch that we can't get through unless we throw this little boomerang at the scarecrows to kill them and get rid of that haze there, so we're able to progress. When selling our seeds and trinkets to the merchant so we can save up for the blade, he asked us to bring him 50 tougher yellow seeds from the area so we can plant them in our own farm. And farming grass in our own farm gives us more money and more chances for trinkets to spawn. So it's always worth planting seeds in your own farm whenever you can, and it's even faster to cut them down than it is the normal grass. We've now finally saved up enough money to purchase the blade, and now we can progress forward, killing the scarecrows that get in the way, and we can move towards the boss. Handing in the yellow seeds quest gives us the ability to make yellow grass seeds out of green ones at a ratio of 10 to 1. So we can make more money a little bit faster by cutting down our own farmed yellow grass. I can definitely see the skill tree getting rather large. You can start upgrading things like your farm getting larger, better seeds dropping from your farms. You can even get golden grass. You can upgrade how often you get critical hits. I feel like they'd be able to add like some sort of drone abilities or something that help you attack the grass for you, and maybe some robotic farm things so you can automate your farm later on. I do feel the scope for this game could be rather large. I'd like to see what they do with it. It's quite a simple game to play. You don't need to think about anything too much. You just go in, attack some grass, make some money, get some upgrades, you know, number goes up sort of thing. It's really relaxing, quite therapeutic in a way, and it's very satisfying when you collect a large pool of money. I really like that. They've nailed some of the sounds in this game. It feels really nice. Like when you hit a critical strike on some grass, it feels very rewarding. Then the gameplay loop is just what you'd expect. Go into the grassy area, chop it all down, make as much money as you can, survive as long as you can in the next area where your oxygen gets depleted, try and make your way through to the boss, go back, spend all your money, upgrade your farm, your abilities, come back in, try not to die, do more damage to the grass, get more money, rinse and repeat until you make your way to the boss. And then it's the same again once you get to the next boss. Get him down to half HP and then he'll do a big attack. So it'll be nice to see what other abilities the other bosses later down the line will have after the game's released. Once you make sure you're out the way of the boss attack and don't die, you'll be able to go back in, finish him off, and that's the end of the demo. If you like these kinds of quirky games, be sure to like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot as I'm just getting started here. If you've got a game you'd like me to play, leave it in the comments. I might just pick it up for the next video. Thank you!